my name's David Clark. A few weeks ago on Morpeth History Matters, a local history website which I'm sure you're aware of, someone put up an old photograph of Tranwell. It was an old Yamaha RD LC 350 wheeling down the runway, and I was just sort of transported back 40 years. So I decided I'd put it out there on a few local biker groups who might like to meet up, show off their old bikes, you know, just come along. Young bikers, old bikers, and fortunately there was quite a good turnout on the first week, so it was decided to meet again. And as you can see, there's a few people who brought their pride and joys down, and we're all just taking a trip down memory lane and reminiscing about what we used to do.
So what sort of things do old bikers talk about when they get together? Mostly bikes?
Mostly bikes, yeah. But the sort of things that lads like to talk about, you know. But yeah, it's generally reminiscing about bikes. It's interesting talking to people about, oh, what did you pay for that back in the day? There's a lad over there, he's on a bike which probably you'd have to sign a cheque for £20,000 now, and £2,500 back in the day, you know. Another one which would be £10,000, £1,200, and it just shows you how markets have changed, how, you know, value of money's changed, etc.
Yeah, and motorcycles themselves have changed enormously, haven't they?
Massively. I mean, if you're used to riding a modern bike and you get onto an old classic, you think, oh God, what have I done? You know, this is not very good. But they are what they are. You don't ride them the way you might ride a modern bike. You know, better braking technology. There's a lot of electronics on bikes now. But I mean, for a lot of lads, you know, the thing is, 40 years ago, biking was in a very, very pure form, you know. You still had a lot of old British bikes around from the sort of halcyon days of the British motorcycle industry. Of course, many of these lads sort of started on Japanese bikes and still are on them. But the main thing for me is we're all still riding bikes, still enjoying them, all doing it safely, and anything that can promote that's brilliant. A lot of new lads, a lot of young lads coming into biking, some of them just on scooters, etc. Anyone's more than welcome. Anyone on two wheels is welcome to come along here.
This event, how long is it going to continue for?
Well, I would imagine, you know, once the sort of the inclement weather comes, start getting a bit cooler, it'll sort of fizzle out. I only wish that I'd sort of set it away earlier in the riding season, you know. But as I say, it was that photograph of the LC 350 doing a wheelie that appeared on Morpeth History Matters that sort of prompted me to sort of take a trip down memory lane.
Hi, I'm Cameron Aylwin and I've got a Harley Davidson 883 Sportster.
Tell us a little bit about the bike and how you got it, Cameron.
Well, it was a present for myself from departing from the army. I got medically discharged, so a bit of retail therapy. I decided to buy Harley Davidson. Done a bit of work to it now. It's a bit customed up from stock. But yeah.
Tell us a bit about the bike itself. How old is it?
It's a 2015, but it's had quite a lot of work to it. It's not quite stock. If you'll see the bike in a minute.
And what was it made you decide that it was a Harley that was your dream bike?
Well, to be perfectly honest, our class 2 bikes is one, like a really fast bike is like a Widowmaker, and two is like a chop, is like a cruiser. I've actually got arthritis, lower limb, really bad, so it's really comfortable for me with the pegs being forward and the noise and everything. It's just it's an atmosphere, especially when you go to the different do's that we've got going on and the chopper clubs as well. So it's diverse, like, to say the least.
So what was your first bike?
My first bike was a Pee-wee 50, and then I went onto an on-road bike, a DT 50 as well, and then DT 125, and then SV 650, and then to the Harley. So quite different, like. Chalk
and cheese, is it?
What's that?
It's a chalk and cheese.
Exactly, yeah.
So what about today? How did you hear about this event?
Do you know what? I'm perfectly honest, I didn't. I'm going for some lunch with my mother, so I've seen all the bikes and I thought I'd pull up. I normally park in the square anyway, because it's just something you do, isn't it?
So it'd be great meeting other people who are equally interested in bikes.
You know what? It would be great to have like a bike night on a Monday or some other night at the square. Just like what we do at some of the chopper clubs on like a Tuesday night. But a Monday night or something like that, every other Monday on the square would be great. Yeah, something that needs to be set up.